A craft fair will form part of Wellingborough's Carnival and Party in the Park on July the 2nd and 3rd. Stalls include jewellery, cards, homemade jams and preserves, wood turning, plants and flowers. However, there are still some stalls available. For details, contact Carol on 01933 279 760. And finally, a charity fun day, including a dog show, is being held in Wellingborough on Saturday, July the 2nd, at the Johnston Veterinary Clinic in London Road. Categories for the dog show will include longest tail and most impressive trick, and there will also be a lasso demonstration. The day will run from 11 to 3 and admission is free.
Keith Cousins has ruled out a return for the Griggs family to save Rushden and Diamonds. Fresh hope for the Crisis Club's future was sparked by speculation that the founders would come back and regain control at Nen Park. Stephen Griggs, the son of Max, who initially merged Rushden Town and Wellingborough Diamonds in 1992, was rumoured to be interested in a takeover from current owners Steve and Liam Besant. However, it appears the only option remains that Japanese investors who have already agreed a deal subject to diamond status next season. Cousins said, "I've heard those rumours, but I know nothing else about them." The Griggs family have not made any contact with us. The Japanese deal is still on hold because they are awaiting the advice we have taken over the appeal process with the Football Association and Conference Board. There have also been discussions with Kettering Town Chairman Imran Ladakh, who approached us because it appears the Nen Park Stadium could be empty. But I really don't know what's going to happen next. Diamonds were expelled by the conference over breaches of league rules following financial problems which have led to £750,000 debts. If the club survives under new ownership, it seems likely that they will be playing in the Zamaretto Southern League's Premier Division. A group of supporters had looked into the prospect of finding investors or setting up a Phoenix club, but they pulled out of those plans, although Cousins still went ahead with the fans' forum to discuss Diamond's short-term future. Meanwhile, he is paying around £40,000 to bring the site back up to scratch, as work has tidying up. Better read that again, hadn't I? Meanwhile, he's paying up around £40,000 to bring the site back up to scratch to work, because it does need tidying up. Nen Park, that is.
Primary school children escaped the classroom to team up with environmental wardens to help clean up a town park. A group of pupils from Freeman School in Westfield Road, Wellingborough, rolled up their sleeves and got to work picking up litter at Bassett's Park. The collaboration came after Wellingborough Council's environmental wardens recently did a presentation at the school as part of their No Excuses anti-litter campaign. The children decided they would like to get more involved by organising a litter pick at the park in West Villa Road. Dean Granger, a Wellingborough Council environmental warden, said, "We've done some really successful work with schools, and the children at Freeman's were keen to take it even further. They want to clean up Bassett's Park, as it's local to them and somewhere they use on a regular basis. They wanted it to be clean, tidy and safe. It's great that the children want to get more involved, and they are taking on board our No Excuses message. The more we get people interested in this campaign, the more we can keep our streets and parks clean. With the whole school involved in this litter pick, we are raising awareness and putting our education work into practice." The children were proud of their efforts in tidying up the park, and will make sure it stays clean, and they will hopefully convince their families and friends to do the same. As well as taking part in the litter pick, the school is celebrating its 300th anniversary. A spokesman for Freeman's School said, "The children all enjoyed taking part in the litter pick. This is something that we encourage the children to get involved with because it's helping the community." Resident Steve Bull of Jubilee Crescent, Wellingborough said, "I think it's good to get the children involved and to teach them about the importance of keeping their local area clean and tidy."
Now, I'm going to see if you can...
Scientists, entrepreneurs and media personalities have been honoured in the Queen's annual Birthday Honours list. A whole host of inspirational people from Northamptonshire have been recognised and will receive knighthoods of CBEs, OBEs and MBEs from Her Royal Highness later this year. Peter Simpson, who has helped set up 3 very successful schools in the county, will receive a knighthood for his services to education. He said, "I was astonished when I had the letter through the post. It was difficult to believe, and it's still not really settled in. There are some people who are individually very talented, like musicians and actors, who are honoured for their personal performance. For me, I think I've been really fortunate to work with some extremely good people who have helped me develop education in the area. It's hard to say what I'm most proud of, but it's probably what I've been able to do for others." Forensic expert Dr. John Bond is Scientific Support Manager at Northamptonshire Police and is being awarded an OBE for his services. Dr. Bond, who has worked at the force for 18 years, said receiving the award would be one of the best days of his life. He said, "I was absolutely overwhelmed when I got the letter. I didn't in any way expect it, and it is really, really gratifying that it not only recognises the work I have done in forensic science, but also the contribution I am proud to have made to Northamptonshire Police." Also honoured in the list will be Christopher Jones, who is being given an MBE for his services to agriculture. Mr. Jones, a long-standing member of the Agricultural Christian Fellowship, helped set up the Farm Crisis Network in 1995 to aid farming people during periods of financial hardship, stress and anxiety.